Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
It's a nutcracker. It's actually a nutcracker as seen in front of an Apple store in the display window. And it's got like glowy earbuds, you know, through the iPod because it's the Apple store, and the nutcracker's in the standing guard in front of the Apple store. I thought it was kind of cool, so I took a picture of it with my iPhone and then set it as the wallpaper. It was quite simple to do, as a matter of fact. And the reason why I'm talking about the iPhone right now is because I've got a top 5 list of why IT folks, information technologists, won't be picking up an iPhone for the holidays. Now, have you put the iPhone on your holiday wish list? I bet if you didn't already have one, you did. And even if you didn't want the iPhone, you probably want an iPod Touch. You probably want some kind of iPod. Who knows? Maybe you want an iPod Nano, Micro, Flea, whatever they're calling them these days. Hey, Chris, just wanted to share with you my top 5 list. IT professionals will not select an iPhone for the holiday season. And this is from David Concepcion. As I mentioned before, I work for a large software company in New Jersey, and one of our lunch break conversation is the fact that the iPhone should try and market their pretty phone to IT and corporate professionals because the obvious increase in revenue. I think that this would be a potential market for Apple if done right. As always, I look forward to your pithy and enchanting comments. As the only Apple IT fanboy in an IT office, or I should say, as the only Apple fanboy in an IT office full of Microsoft diehards, things can get heated at times. Thanks, DC. Number 1, the iPhone, hold it up again for prop value, doesn't natively support push business email or over-the-air calendar sync. The iPhone can't sync with Microsoft Exchange and IBM's Lotus Notes over IMAP and SMTP ports, but your server and security admins have to configure their infrastructures just to do so, or you have to purchase a mobile gateway from Synchronica or Azaleos. I've never heard of those two companies, but I know the pain. I've got an Exchange server as well. It's a hosted Exchange with Rackspace. I've got a special discount for you if you ever wanted to join Rackspace, by the way. And I have to basically connect to my email using IMAP instead of Exchange. Now, the beauty of Exchange is that it synchronizes everything. Calendar, tasks, notes, everything, especially with my team. And the only way the IMAP supports it, or the iPhone supports it is through IMAP. Yes, I'm still drinking the lump of coal. Sorry about that. But I heard the other day, as an aside before I go on, that Apple is looking to hire some Exchange experts. So who knows? Maybe it's coming. This time for real. Number 2, it doesn't accommodate third-party applications, including those internally developed. This is a showstopper for companies with enterprise mobility initiatives that require line-up business applications like mobile Salesforce automation or an industry-specific application like mobile claims. That's true right now, today, before the holidays. Apple, has yet to release. Boy, I just completely decimated any IT viewership of this video. Or any further support from any person who would call himself a professional. But that being said, they're going to be releasing an SDK likely in Q1 of 2008. If you're watching this video after that, then you know that Apple has released an SDK. Moreover, and this is kind of a fun thing, especially for, well, at least for Microsoft fanboys and fangirls. Go into an Apple store and take a look. You know those little remotes that they carry around? Guess which operating system those remotes are running? Windows Mobile. Check it out. Seriously. They're not even using the iPhone for that communications and everything. Isn't that funny? It's a Windows Mobile device that they're keying it in on. Dude, seriously. What? Yeah, really. Go walk in there. Take a look. Even ask. Say, can I see your, like, you know, what do you use there? Oh, we use Windows Mobile. I kid you not. I kid you not. Number 3, lacks a hard keypad that provides feedback, tactile feedback, which isn't ideal for rapid and accurate input. Many respected journalists have come to the conclusion that ultimately the keyboard is a non-issue, but only after 5 days of use. In speaking with enterprise-class mobile device users on a daily basis, the vast majority have found that they need some form of tactile feedback from their QWERTY or numeric keyboards. Numeric, I certainly would understand. However, I've never had a problem with the numeric keypad on the iPhone, and I've never made more typos on a keyboard than with the iPhone, but as a corollary, the iPhone does an excellent job at correcting my typos. I mean, I'll key something in. I'm like, oh God, that's not the word I was going for, and I'll finish it. It's like, is that the word you were looking for? I'm like, yeah. I hit space. It completes the word. Very, very intelligent. So to me, I guess I'm not really a journalist, but I would come to the conclusion that the keyboard is a non-issue. Number 4, lacks a removable battery. So when the battery kicks it, so does the device. Apple does not sell replacement batteries for the iPhone, so when the battery dies, so does the worker's productivity. Kinda, okay? I had picked up something recently when I was in Las Vegas, and unfortunately I had lost it, so I had to order a new one. They make mobile chargers for your phone or PSP or DS that you just plug in and just insert batteries into these mobile chargers, like rechargeable batteries or regular batteries, and it'll recharge the device. So you wouldn't necessarily be lost without productivity because you didn't have your charger with you, as long as you had a mobile charger. So keep a mobile charger on hand, and you'll be good to go. The replacement of the battery, again, almost becomes a non-issue. And to tell you the truth, I've had removable batteries on other devices before, but I never really removed the battery. I either charged it up either that way with a removable charger, or I just charge it up at the end of every day. I haven't charged this device for 3 or 4 days. I haven't really used it that heavily, but it's still at half battery capacity. I keep my screen brightness turned pretty low, and I don't have any excess communications going on the phone that would cause it to wake up when I don't want it to wake up. Number 5, it's only the first generation. Even Apple enthusiasts admit that there are even some weaknesses they'd like to see fixed in the future generations, making it easier to activate the device, improving the battery life, sound quality, and most importantly, allowing it to connect to higher speed networks. 3G. Apple's already come out and said, hey, we're going to be releasing a 3G iPhone at some point in 2008. That's what they say, at least during the recording of this video. That's what we know. That's as much as we know. But, that being said, yeah, I still think the iPhone's a good gift for the holidays. Sorry. In fact, I think I may even have some iPhone coupons for you if you stop by my blog, chris.pirillo.com, or email me, chris@pirillo.com, because some of these things are going to be solved in the near future. And to tell you the truth, I've had 3G phones. I've had mobile devices that are capable of pushing 3G speeds, fast speeds in a mobile device, or at least in a wireless capacity. And I still like the iPhone more because usability is greater. The web browser on the iPhone there's nothing that even comes close. Nothing. Not even. It's like how YouTube is like king of videos and everything else is a distant second. To me, the phone in any scenario, the mobile phone, the mobile device, this is your mobile communication center. It's number one, and everything else is a distant second, far distant second. And unfortunately, Microsoft Windows Mobile, it was kind of leading the pack. And then the iPhone came along, and oops, yeah. All right, well, if you have any other suggestions or directives in terms of iPhones or mobile communications related to IT or not related to IT, any kind of top 5 tips, top 5 reasons, top 5 anything that you've got going on in your head, whether you're in the tech industry or not, you can email me, chris@pirillo.com. Might check my email on the iPhone if I'm out and about, or I'll check it on my desktop. Either way, I'll get it. I get all my email. Hopefully it won't get tripped by spam. I went through my spam folder the other day. 400 legitimate messages, questions largely from you, the YouTube audience, or just the audience out there, were trapped, and I tried to respond to them all. Anyway, you got my email address, and you also know where to come by if you want to chat or talk with us. Sometimes people are asking about the iPhone, sometimes they're asking about email, sometimes they're asking about printers, hardware, software, the internet. People are always talking, and we're typically talking tech in our chat room. See, guys, see where everyone's talking there? There's where people's talking. There's the people who are sponsoring us. Well, and then underneath the people who are sponsoring us, you see the website where you can stop by? Look at the chat. Okay, fine. Look at the chat room. Just look at read the chat room. There is where you go. Go right there. You see where? Okay, Snake Eyes. Are you gonna say it, Snake Eyes? Okay, fine. If you're not, well, Jen just did. GT Peach just did. 401s just did. Mool just did. Blaster just did. Bowler Forever just did. When am I going to meet you? The only way I'm going to meet you is if you stop by our website at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.